Hello and welcome to Zoom In Crazy Mother. Today I've got an age old fairy tale for the kids, and that is Cindrella. Cindrella. Once upon a time, there was a very beautiful girl. Her mother died when she was too young. Her father married again, but his wife was not a kind girl. She had two daughters who were also wicked. So the little girl had to live with her cruel stepmother and two unkind sisters. The poor little girl had to do every household work. At night, after finishing her works, she had to sleep by the hearth of the warm cinders. That is why she was called Cindrella. One day, the king of that country announced a grand dance. He invited all the young girls as he wished to choose his queen from them. Cinderella's family also received the invitation. On that day, the stepmother called Cinderella and said, "Listen, Cinderella, we are going to the royal party. Meanwhile, you stay at home and do all the household works." Cinderella begged her stepsister to allow her to go to the royal ball, but her stepmother did not agree. "You have no proper clothes and you cannot dance," said her stepmother. Poor Cinderella could not do anything except sobbing. "Oh God, how poor I am," she said to herself. She could not stop her tears falling down the kitchen floor. Suddenly, there was a flash of light. A lovely fairy appeared before Cinderella. "Don't worry, my dear, you can also dance there." Saying this, the fairy waved her magic wand and turned a pumpkin into a coach and 5 mice into 5 horses. Then the fairy touched Cinderella with her magic wand. Within a moment, Cinderella turned into a charming girl in a royal dress and expensive jewelries. The girl was very much surprised. Oh, Cinderella was looking beautiful. "Don't be afraid, Cinderella. I am your fairy godmother," said the fairy. "I have come here to help you. Now you are ready, stunning, and beautiful. You may go to the royal party. But remember, when it will be 12 in the palace clock, you have to return home. Otherwise, the spell will lose its effect." The fairy then disappeared. So Cinderella climbed the carriage and came to the king's palace. When she entered the palace ballroom, everybody turned to her. Nobody recognized her, not even her stepmother and stepsisters. "Who is she?" whispered everybody. The king himself was so amazed by her beauty that he danced only with her. He had fallen in love with her. They danced till midnight. The palace clock started to strike 12. In the middle of so much noise, Cinderella heard the bell. "It's 12 o'clock," she said to herself. "I have to return." So she was in a hurry. She rushed towards the door. In this hustle and bustle, she lost one of her shoes, but there was no time to find it. The king was astonished. He noticed that single shoe and took it. "How can I find that beautiful girl?" he thought. He decided to marry the girl whose foot would fit into the shoe. The king sent his messengers all over his kingdom. So every maiden tried to put her foot, but all attempts were in vain. At last, the messengers arrived at Cinderella's house. Her stepsisters failed to put on the shoe. "Is there any other girl left in your house?" one of the messengers asked the stepmother. only Cindrella, a poor servant girl. But she did not even go to the ball, replied the stepmother. But the messengers insisted to bring her, and the stepmother had to call the girl at last. So Cindrella came and tried to put on the shoe. Oh, what a marvelous sight! The shoe fitted her just perfectly. The messengers were very glad to find her. They led her to the royal palace. The king and Cindrella got married in the royal grandeur. They lived happily ever after. So, this is the age old and the golden fairy tale of Cindrella. Every child will love to listen to this. So, I will come back to you with more and more such stories for the kids. Till then, subscribe on YouTube, Zoom in Crazy Mother, and also follow me on Instagram. Bye bye and take care.